Good morning, everybody. Tis morning still. 11:30. The doctor's just been round, so I thought I'd update you. And God, it's better. Back good. So, at last, got a doctor who knows her onions, and is going to. Or she doesn't know my onions because that's not her area of expertise, as she said. And they're going to find me a gastroenterologist to find out what's going on with my stomach and my body parts, which is great. And I'm going to have that plexus, the thing we talked about last night, plexus something oscopy. I can't look it up while I'm talking to you like I normally can when I've got my iPad because it's at home. Anyway, it's a plexus something oscopy, and it explores the first 12 inches of bowel, and then if there's a problem, they'll come back in 2 weeks and do the colonoscopy as an outpatient, I guess. So I have said to her I want to be out this week. So if the plexus somethingology can be done, and a gastroenterologist can be identified, that's great. And then I've also got my new doctor to fall back on my new GP. So, all in all, it's getting sorted out. It will get sorted out. One thing I'll say to you, I'm naughty because I know that people watch my videos, certain people in the hospital, but I don't tell lies, and I'm not breaking confidences, and I'm not doing anything that I shouldn't. I'm just sharing with my friends and my subscribers what's going on with me. So the person who came round yesterday talking about this plexus something tended to speak to my daughter and not to me, and that's when I said I can speak for myself. So I just heard him whispering to her, but his whispers were loud enough that I could hear them in my room. And I heard almost every word he was saying. She said she can talk for herself, and oh dear, he made it sound like, I was a very awkward, difficult person to deal with. And I'm not. I'm only difficult to deal with when I'm not shown respect. Then I can be difficult to deal with. So, there. It comes back to bite you on your arse, doesn't it? When you speak to people in such a manner, or speak to other people and not to the person whose body it is that you're discussing. Not a good bedside manner to have, ducky. Anyway, this other doctor, obviously I won't name names, but this doctor today, yes, I'm very grateful to her because she spoke to me. Well, there's nobody else here. I'm not hallucinating today, there's nobody else here. And she spoke directly to me, looked in my eyes as she was speaking to me, and was very pleasant. And that's how it should be, always. Not attempting to talk down to somebody when you're probably on the first rung of your career ladder, and you want to make an impression. The only impression it makes with me is that you're an arsehole. And I've met a few of them in my time, I can tell you, so I know one when I see one, when I meet one. But the staff here are great. Normally, the staff are, and as I say, the rooms are kept spotless. Mind you, I do my little bits because I think I'm OCD. I think I've got that as well. And the rooms are kept nice, and they make a great cup of tea, and the dinners are excellent. So it's only this endoscopy that the two endoscopies, two different doctors who did them, a different result in that one, I was out comatose for the day, and the second, I was awake all through. I will say as well, when this doctor came this morning, the doctor who came yesterday was there taking notes as she was speaking to me. And she was speaking to me about, have you ever had a barium swallow? And I said, yes, I did. I had one when I had before my one and only colonoscopy. And she asked when he was, and I said, probably about 10 years ago. He started talking about the endoscopies, the G, whatever they call them here, the GW, I don't know, official languages, but he was talking about the two recent endoscopies. And he interrupted, and I said, the doctor isn't talking about those endoscopies. She's talking about the barium swallow. That's what she was asking about. Trying to make an impression on her, you see. And I guess he did. Because people pick up on these things, you know. When somebody has no bedside manner, is not concerned with helping the patient, but is more concerned with helping themselves in making an impression. And one way he could make an impression would be having a shave and changing his clothes. Just a little tip from Granny Annery, as the kids call me, Granny Annery. And one of the nurses here is calling me Granny Ann. I love it. So I'm just waiting for my son. He'll be here lunchtime. And he'll be here spot on lunchtime. And stay for a few hours. And then, have I got anybody coming in? I think I've got somebody popping in, but she won't be staying long, with her daughter and her granddaughter, but they won't be staying long. So I don't know whether I'll come on and do a live again later, but the live last night, cheered me up no end. And you know, when I ended the live, and I said, I had to say, my brother has just messaged me, and he did. And he said, well, Anne, you said you'd ring me in 10 minutes. It's now been half an hour. It's a long 10 minutes. So I did. I rang him straight after the stream and apologised and said, you know what, I was just so excited to be on live on video again. So he's thinking of joining in at some point, but he's going to have to get himself either a decent, well, it'll be a decent phone. He needs a decent phone. So I could treat him for his birthday. His birthday's not till July, but I could get him an early birthday present, I suppose. And he's so funny. He would make you laugh. He really would. Right, well, I'll be back later. I can hear cups in the background, so they're clinking their way towards the wards, and I'll be back later on, either with a video or a live. Lots of love to everybody, and I hope you have a fabulous Boxing Day. Do you call it Boxing Day in the States? I'd be interested to know. I'll speak to you later, everybody. Oh, by the way, this jumper is one of Alfie's favourite jumpers, and this is where he used to get his head, and we used to snuggle. so I will never part with it. I'll speak to you later.